everyone, I'm back on again. Okay, so I'm going to do this really fast because now I'm having to run off somewhere. So we are going to curl again today. Something sort of the same color curling that we did last time, but I'm going to mix it up a little bit. So this is second day hair, so it's not too bad. But realizing, talking to a lot of people have never used a dry shampoo. What? Okay, so we're going to talk about our dry shampoo just because any dry shampoo, it's amazing. It makes your hair last so much longer. What a dry shampoo is, it looks like a hairspray, and you're going to spray it on your roots. Spray it all over your roots. And what it's going to do, it is going to dry up any of the oils on your scalp, because we all get oily, right? And we all have, when we work out, we get a little moisture on our roots. You put dry shampoo, it's sort of a powdery, the nice thing with this, it's not as powdery. It doesn't come up or show white. A lot of dry shampoos do show up white, and so dark-haired people really don't like dry shampoos, but this one, it's so nice, it really does not show up white. It just dries everything out, pulls out that oil. And the great thing about dry shampoo, it gives you so much more volume when you're going to style your hair. When I go and do weddings, I always have a dry shampoo. Oh, I have hair stuck to my lip. That's why you don't wear a lip gloss while you do your hair. Whenever I go and do weddings, I always bring a dry shampoo, because we tell the bride and the bridesmaids that they need to come with their hair clean and dry. But sometimes that first day, clean and dry, can be very limp. And a dry shampoo is so nice because it actually sort of plumps it up and gives you a little bit more volume. So I love that about a dry shampoo. But yeah, so second, third, fourth day hair, put some dry shampoo in there. It makes it smell so much better. And so you can last longer and you don't have to wash your hair every day. Hello, ladies. That's what's going to help your hair. You don't need to go from wet to dry, wet to dry, wet to dry every day. We don't need to do that. That's what this is for, is to help you freshen up and style, and it gives you more volume. So today, what I'm going to do different than my last time, I'm going to get myself a little volume through the top. I'm going to pin it, and then we're going to start curling. I'll show you. And talking to a lot of people, I think they realize, well, they don't realize, is you can blow dry your hair when it's dry. I've talked to a few people and they're like, well, my hair's already dry, why would I blow dry it? It's like, to get kinks out, to get the oil out, to reshape it. When I even dry people's hair from wet to dry, you don't really get a good style until their hair's dry. Like, that's when you smooth it out. And that's when it gets shiny, is once your hair's dry, you can actually mold it and play with it. You're not getting the hair from wet to dry and then you're done. You are getting to it dry and then you're shaping it. So the second day hair, you round brush your hair. Get in there and give it some shape and volume. So today, what I'm going to do, I'm going to give myself a lot of volume, and I'm going to clip I'm putting a lot of extra effort today, but showing you how you can get more volume through the top. And you don't need those Velcro rollers. I just sewed that little clip that I got. It's just these little clips. And use back comb, spray it, and you roll it on down, and you're going to clip it. Look at this. We're all gonna have big hair, ladies. Not really, but I think a lot of people have a hard time getting volume in their hair, and it's really not that hard. Just do a little back combing, spray it with some hairspray, curl it around, and clip it. Amazing, right? And you really only need to do the top section of your hair. You don't need to do the bottom because you just need the volume up at the top. How's everyone doing? Hopefully everyone's having a good day. So now we've got a pretty top part of the hair, right? It looks really good. So now and with blow drying your hair, you always need a good round brush. Round brushes and blow drying your hair is what's going to make your hair shiny and smooth. So you all need that. Okay. Now I've got hair everywhere. Wearing dark pants is probably not the best idea today. So now I'm going to go in. I'm just going to slightly spray this hairspray. I like it as a good setting spray because it has that oil in there, and so it's actually really soft once you get it all heated up, and it protects my hair. So today I'm using a different curling yarn than that last curling tutorial. So this is a 1 inch. The last one was 1 1/4. So this is a 1 inch. So I'm gonna curl it the same as I did before, but I'm gonna switch it up and I'll show you what I'm doing. So the front section, I'm still gonna go away from my face. And so do you see how the curls are just slightly smaller than the 1 1/4? But what makes it fun with this size, it almost gives it more of just a wave rather than these big curls. So now I've curled that away from the face. I'm going to curl this towards the face now. So you don't always have to go in the same direction. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to alternate going backwards and forwards. So this one's going back. Okay, now this one is going to go forward. Do you see how I've switched the direction? Going forward. This one's going to go backwards. And this one I'm switching around. And we're going forwards. So super easy. So I'm going backwards and forwards. And why I'm doing this is because sometimes when you do all your curls in the same direction, with my hair, I start noticing by the end of the day, it almost looks like one big wave. It all sort of intermixes together. So the fun thing when you are intermixing and you're changing the direction of the curl it sort of makes it tousled, and it doesn't, by the end of the day, it's not intermixing all together, looking like one big curl. It sort of separates all of those. Makes it more of a beachy wave than one big curl. And usually when you are going for the beachy wave look, you want the curls to go. This for sure, my hair started off straight, so it's more of a smooth, wavy look. If you're wanting more of a beachy wave, you almost want to put your hair, like once it's wet, you put in, like, we have the tousled textured mist, we have that, or like a mousse or something. I'm probably going to do a video on that too. Because then you almost want to leave your hair that natural wave that everyone usually has. And even if you have really stick straight hair, if you put mousse or a textured something to give you some curl and let it air dry a little bit, and then you put in curls that are like opposite directions, going one way and then going the other way, it makes it more of a textured back and forth look. So I don't know if you can see this. So I'm just on the same side, I'm just going backwards and forwards, so switching the directions. Switching them back and forth, back and forth. Oh. Now I'm going back. Can everyone see this side of my head? I'm trying to like look this way, but I don't have a mirror this way. So yeah, every curl you just switch back and forth. So now I went away, the other one I went forward. Can't reach this one. Sometimes getting the back of your hairs hurts your eyes and your head. Oh. Okay. So I'm trying to make sure this video is not too long, because some of mine just keep going on and on. But yeah, so I'm gonna just mix them all up. So really, you really can't tell, because it is a small curling iron, you can't tell that I've switched it back and forth. But the nice thing is these curls don't intermix by the end of the day. They all sort of stay separate, and that's what I like about it. So now I'm gonna take all this out. You're gonna see how much volume I have. And of course, I'm gonna brush it out because I have that hairspray in there, and so I don't want it like too sticky, but you're gonna have more volume. And today I'm going to actually have it more swooped over to the side rather than the middle. Okay. Yes. Okay, now we've got just the top part. The first piece I always still go away from my face because I feel like it just looks better on me. But now I'm going to switch it and go forward. Yeah, and don't be scared to use a 1-inch curling iron, because honestly, if you can tell, like, it doesn't really look like, you don't have tiny, tiny little curls. If you leave those ends straight, it just sort of gives it a wave, which is nice. Curl it forward. I'm getting silent here. I'm really thinking. Trying to focus on which direction I'm curled last. Curl it towards. See, in the hair around my face, I like to keep it a little bit more straight, especially because of the length of it. I don't want it too curled. And when I have it swooped over my face, I don't want it this tight. I'm going to leave it a little bit more straight. But for sure, I've had this planned because I had extra time today to do this video. And right before I started filming, my son had called me and told me he'd forgotten something at home. Surprise, surprise. Do other moms have that problem? I'm such a mean mom because I told him, I said, I will bring it to you this time. But I said, if you do it again, tough luck. You're in middle school now, buddy. You need to remember your books. Because mom's not just sitting here waiting for you to bring stuff to your school. If the school is like across the street or a block away, it wouldn't be that bad. But when I have to like trek on up to his school, it's a lot of effort. So, anyways, so do you see those curls? I've just gone back and forth. Going backwards, and then I'm curling forwards, and then I'm curling backwards, and I'm curling forwards. And I'm really just tousling it out. And really trying to get that more of like a swoop. And curl it just a little bit more. Super cute. Just gives you a little bit more volume up at the top. Helps hold everything. That dry shampoo really helps. But with the curls, Yeah, it's a 1-inch curling iron, but you would have no idea that it's a smaller curling iron because we're leaving the end straight and we're just sort of intermixing the curls back and forth. So I hope that helps everybody on a different curl and changing your part. Changing your part can totally change your look. I part my hair down the middle most of the time, but just putting it off to the side, I look like a new person, which is fun sometimes, you know? We always want something new and changing things up. So I hope that helps everybody. That give yourself a little volume. Find a dry shampoo that you love that will give you a little bit more texture to your hair. You don't need Velcro rollers or a round brush. Thanks, Mom. Moms are the best, right? But you can use any kind of clips. You can use bobby pins to curl the top and give you some volume before you start curling it. Usually, right now, I just did it really fast, but sometimes I'll let that sit in for a little while to give you more volume. But even with just spraying hairspray in it, it will hold really, really well. So that's sort of another tip on curling. You don't have to go the same direction. Switch it up and change your part. So that's your tip for the day. And dry shampoos are a must. Everybody needs some, because your hair lasts a lot longer. So hopefully have a good day and love you all. Talk to you later. Bye.